Hello guys, so I just wanted to shot this quick video for all of you that visit my profile on Facebook and are kind of interested in what we do or are interested in me as a person. You want to know my background, my story in this online space, so I will just break it down everything for you in this video. But before that, if you're interested in what we're doing from the business side of things, I run a consulting business and we are basically helping people get to 6 and 7 figures with their online stores. And so if you are interested in that, you can just book a call directly from my Facebook profile from the link, or you can just message me and we'll basically just see if we can help you in any way. If we can help you, then we'll just say you this on the call as well for sure. So there will be no any kind of pushing or any kind of unethical stuff. So if you're interested in that, you can just check it out. If not, then I'll just very likely would like to tell you about my story, about my background. So right now I'm 20 years old. I got into it into the whole industry, the whole online business industry when I was 17. I was in school. I was in high school still. I had 2 classes still to finish high school, and I didn't enjoy it much to be honest. I didn't enjoy school at all. I didn't enjoy I never understood why I have to learn all of this subject mathematics, physics, biology, all of that stuff. I didn't find it useful, and because I was always looking for at school at something that was able to actually teach me something and actually give me something valuable, something that is tangible that I can just use later on in my life, that will actually improve the quality of my life very much, not in a very just slight way, because I think that school should be teaching, right? But that's probably just topic for another video. I just want to focus on the story, and so I didn't like that. I didn't quite understand. So therefore I never had motivation to wake up in the morning or go into the school, because I didn't have a why. I didn't have a strong why for why doing that, right? And so for the first until I was 17 years old, I was kind of going through the classes and going to the school without any kind of clear direction, without any kind of path, and I was just kind of fooling around and doing nothing at school. But at 17 years old, I remember I've made actually a post about this. You can just scroll down on Facebook, and I've made a post about this when I was sitting in the German class, and I don't know, it was a light bump or something, but I just got hit, and I was what if I could just earn a lot of money and just retire or become financial free, and I won't have to sit here and listen to these people and just do all of these things that these people are willing trying to teach me, and it was a breakthrough point for me, because I was what if I actually can do this stuff. And first I just thought about the money, right? And first I was just the money is quite important, and if you have a lot of money, then you can basically there is no person, there is no thing, there is no anyone to tell you what you should be doing. That's there is no other thing on earth that you need to have in enough quantities to achieve that kind of level, right? And so I've kind of realized that on this class. And so what I've done on this day, I just get back to home, and at home when I was just started searching online for ways to make money. So first I've just asked myself how can I the most of money, right? In my position. And so I've asked myself who are the people that are making the most money, right? And of course I've just realized that these people are just entrepreneurs, people that have businesses, right? Because you can make some money from the job, but it won't give you this kind of freedom that the business will, right? And so I've realized that to make a lot of money, I just need to be in business, right? And have a company or whatever. And I started to, and I didn't have any connections. I was 17 years old, so I didn't have I didn't expect that I can just make create a fabric or something, and or start investing, be Warren Buffett or someone, and start investing or something like that. So I started looking for ways to make money online, right? Because I always was on my computer, playing games using internet, right? So I was how, first of all, I just typed into Google, how to make money online, or how to become a millionaire or something. And I was searching for like a month. I was, reading books, self-development, business books, classics that I'm sure every one of you have just read. And I went through this kind of learning phase for like a few months, right? And basically just learning, absorbing as much as I can, like all of this knowledge, just learning that like there is another way, right? To like live your life and like for your career, for your job path. So I've done that, and at some point I just realize that like I need to start actually doing something, actually start find a business model that I can just do, right? And so what I've done is just found Amazon, like just found out like about the whole company, about like Jeff Bezos and stuff like that, and I found out that you can just sell on Amazon, right? But I don't mean like FBA, I mean like Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. So I mean like books, physical books that you can just create like a project for it, right? And you can just send to Amazon and they can just fulfill it for you, right? And I was doing that because I didn't have any kind of money to or time to write a book or hire someone to do it for me, right? So I've got into creating notebooks and journals and very simple stuff like that I can basically just do myself in Canva or any kind of software. And I was doing that, and I can just sell it on, put some sort of cover on it, and I can just sell it on Amazon, right? I was doing that for for more than 2 years, I think, 2.5 years. I was doing that, and basically I was making money, right? I was making $400 to $500 a month, right? Dollars. At the beginning, later on, it was on Amazon, in general, in December, when there is a Q4, November, October, November, December, there is a huge sales strike, and you can just make a lot of money doing that. So the most amount of money that I've made was $3,500 in December. It was last month in December, it was $3,500, and I still have those. It's the revenue from this stuff is still the same quite that was previously, because I stopped working on it when I started my agency, right, which I will just go into in a minute later. But basically I was doing that, but again for more than 2 years, but that stuff wasn't really, I was just sitting by myself behind the computer, and I wasn't really doing any kind of I wasn't working with people. I didn't really treat it like a business, right? Because I was just selling some products. There was no branding or anything like that. So I wasn't quite happy, and also the revenue. I didn't know. I have no idea how to I can make it grow even further, right? Because I didn't have help from other people. And so later on, what I've discovered the agency space, the consulting space, the SMMA, right, social media marketing agency, and all of that stuff, and that basically opened up the whole world, another world for me, because here, I mean, the biggest difference was for me that I saw people in it. I saw the real, maybe not the real, because we are still on Facebook groups, on LinkedIn and stuff like that, but I saw actually people that are actually helping each other and doing business together, instead of just one person sitting behind the computer, right? And obviously all of marketing videos that you can see on YouTube on these topics are very are made by guys that are into marketing space, right? So they know how to talk about this stuff, and they know how to market it, right? So you get hooked immediately right into this, and that's a great thing actually. If the person is legitimate, then that's a great thing that you can just learn from them and make money the same way, right? So I've discovered that. I was watching Iman Ghazi, of course. I think he's the one of the first people that are teaching this stuff online, and I was just basically learning, absorbing as much as I can, and again here at some point I also started with I also decided that I need to actually do something, right, and I need to just start actually having a company and provide some sort of services for someone, right? And so because I had some experience in the e-commerce space before, right, on Amazon, I've decided to do a marketing agency, right, for e-commerce stores, basically help people that have Shopify or whatever kind of online stores and help them with marketing, right? And so I've done that, and later on we basically just transitioned into the consulting, and so that's what we are doing right now. We are basically just teaching and helping people directly, right, how they can scale their businesses to 6 and 7 figures. So yeah, I think that would be like my whole story for like for the last like 3 years that I've been doing. It's not very like anything, you know, flashy or something, but I just wanted to like to record this to you for to just kind of share my story, because I know that like people appreciate it. I also don't want to like hide behind the computer or behind like the photos or something. I just want to like to tell my story and be like very vulnerable, right, and like very honest with people that are actually, you know, watching my content, and I hope that that will be, you know, valuable for you. So that was like the first video. Let me know if you like it or not. You can leave a comment here, you can leave a comment, you know, on Facebook or whatever. I've also moved to like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I've moved to Thailand, as some people probably saw on the photos, right? So if you're interested in that, I can just do some videos from that, or I can just tell you maybe a little bit about my experience of living here. I haven't like seen much of like the places here or like attraction, you know, tourist attraction and stuff like that, because the work and like the all of this, you know, agency and helping people is just absorbing so much of my time and like the mental energy that I didn't have the time to just see this many places. But I am staying here for at least a few months, that's for sure. So if you want, I can just record some videos from here, or I can just again tell you how am I living here, what is like my experience, what I've noticed, you know, what is different here than it is like in Europe. And there are a lot of things that are way different here that are, you know, in Europe, and that you can really like appreciate when you actually are in this kind of place, right? Because you have some sort of in your imagination, you have some sort of mental image of how this kind of like radically different country can look like. But when you actually move here and like live here, not only for like, you know, a week or a few days, but actually like live here for like a few weeks or like a few months, then you can like really appreciate and you can like really understand how people are, you know, living here. So thank you so much, hope you like it. If you don't like it, you can leave it a comment. I appreciate any kind of feedback that is like not, you know, hate or any kind of negative thinking, because this is not helping anyone, right? So thank you so much guys for watching, and let me know if you want more of that.